You crazy mother.
Well, welcome back everyone to this iRacing broadcast of the Elite Championship Racing League Rattlesnake 85 at Texas Motor Speedway. I'm Scotty B of the Yeah Broadcast Network, and tonight in the booth with me I have again Mr. Todd Gilly and a newcomer to the booth. Hopefully he'll stay. His channel's the Hell Yeah Racing channel down in the link down in the description below, and his name is Mike Kenner. Go ahead and guys introduce yourselves.
Well, thanks for having me, Scotty and Todd. I appreciate it, man. I'm looking forward to getting a different perspective other than just the windshield, man. This is going to be fun watching these tracks in this mile and a half. It's going to be fast.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time, Scotty. It's great to be back with you and having Mike up here with us. And, yeah, I've been down on the track, and it's a really fast track tonight. We're going to see a great race.
Oh, I hope so. Tonight, this race is actually supposed to be at night, but iRacing does not have a night mode yet for Texas. So instead, it is overcast in late afternoon and we've had to adjust a couple of things. Typically, we do race dynamic weather, but tonight, because the way the track is in real life, we have to set it up this way. So, the air temperature is 81 degrees, the track temperature is 83 degrees, humidity is 55%, and the wind speed is 3.2 kilometers per hour. And you guys ran out on the track, did a few test laps out there. How did the track feel for you?
I thought it was wicked fast. You can almost flat foot the truck around here. The guys that are fast here, I'll bet they can. I mean, I don't have that much experience here, especially in trucks, but the guys that are really fast here, they're going to flat foot around here, especially when they're by themselves.
Yeah, I did not run any laps, but talking to a few drivers here pre-race that were out there practicing, Sheets and O'Connor there, they were running, like Todd said, flat foot, about 3 or 4 laps. Then you'd have to back off just a little bit. But they were saying the problem is you get behind another truck and that thing gets tight. So they're going to have to crack off the throttle just a little bit if they're behind somebody and try to make that move down on the low line.
That's when it'll get interesting.
So it sounds like it's going to be a fast track here tonight. Hopefully these 85 laps go by quick. I mean, these guys really have been giving it all these last couple of weeks, trying to limit the cautions a bit, and hopefully they can keep it clean here tonight. Maybe see 2 or 3 cautions at the most, but who knows? I mean, Texas is a fast track all in all, no matter what vehicle you're running it in. So it's going to be interesting.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Texas is like Charlotte. I mean, they call them those, what do they call them? Those cookie cutter tracks, you know?
Yes.
Even though it's like Charlotte, it's still different. Come off of turn 2, that truck gets really, really tight, or cup car, B car, whatever you're in. It gets really tight coming off of turn 2. It's going to be interesting to see if they're 2 wide, even maybe 3 wide coming up off there.
Yeah, I don't know if the numbers are the same, but I know that the tracks don't feel the same. I think you'd agree. That,
Absolutely not. Yep.
This doesn't feel as steeply banked as Charlotte does to me.
No,
Right.
Charlotte is definitely more banked after running into the Cup car. It's definitely a big difference in the track. Just really quickly, guys, we're going to go over the stats right now. Currently, Justin Michael is your leader, followed by Jason O'Connor, George Price, Scott Hunsinger, Michael Leiby, Douglas Hess, Josh Conover, Mason Clark, Trey Davis, Tyler Davis, and Will Prue are rounding out your top 10 at truck points right now. So just to give you guys a clear standing of what the season is looking right now before we go into the chase, which is still quite a ways away, but it's nice to see who's in the lead for points right now.
Absolutely. And you know what, too, there, Scotty and Todd, you know, that points battle is fairly close. I mean, you got 28 points back there to O'Connor. But the way these trucks are handling here, really, really tight. I was told that this is kind of the first track that it's really felt like that in traffic or whatever else. It'll be interesting to see who comes and who goes if that points battle gets shook up a little bit after tonight.
And if that's the case with the tightness, the aero tight, when you're right up behind somebody, we're going to see guys cook off those front tires, I'll bet you, and fade.
Absolutely. And as a matter of fact, you think there'll be any guys trying to take 2 right sides early in the race to see what it does for maybe late in the race?
It's a possibility. I don't know how fast they wear here.
No, if it was me, I'd probably try it once, see what happens, just in case. Just do a little homework, write it down on my notebook for the end of the race. But I mean, that might be a good call to get down to the end of this thing.
Now, with the track temperature being so low, I'm not sure that the tires are going to wear that much. I mean, if these guys, keep their lines pretty straight and not push it too hard in the beginning, it's 85 laps, so it's not an extremely long race, but they've also got 50% fuel, so they're going to run out of fuel. I think they're going to run out of fuel before they run out of tires.
Well, they can run 27 laps. There was a couple guys that ran some fuel runs. They can run 27 laps. A couple guys ran out on 28, so I think you're right. It'll be interesting to see what the tire wear looks like.
So Justin Michael is going to be your leader here tonight, and of course he's the leader in points right now, so that is not surprising here in the Sim Nation TV car. Actually, I should say it's a truck, not a car. It's a vehicle.
It's got 4 wheels on it, don't
It's got 4 wheels. Real quick, this broadcast is brought to you in part by the Pit Stop Designs. Make sure you make them your last pit stop when designing vehicles. That is run by Joey Stats, and who is also the sponsor for the Cup Series. We also have the Beeline Series, which is broadcast on Tuesday nights over on the ECR channel. Check out the link in the description below. And check out the Cup Series. That is, again, brought to you by Pit Stop Design. That is broadcast by Ford Entertainment Group. The link is in the description below.
Before we get going on green here, Scotty and Todd, I mean, I'm sure this is on everybody's mind here this week. All that stuff that happened over there in England. You know, thinking about those people over there, it's pretty sad that there's evil people like that in the world. And I know we have a mutual friend, Richard, who lives in the UK, and you know, we hope his family's okay. And you know, thoughts and prayers to everybody over there that had to deal with that.
Right with you there, Mike.
Yeah, of course. It's a crazy world we live in nowadays, and it's, you know, we try to think it's getting better, and it does get better for a while, then it just, stuff like this happens, and, you know, unfortunately it's happening in parts of the world that you wouldn't think it would be.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, London, England, I mean, who would think that would happen there? But it does. So, but yeah, I mean, thoughts and prayers with all those people over there. And, you know, thanks to our military too, that keep us safe and keep us being able to do this and have some fun.
What a great country we live in.
For sure. And we got one of our league guys over there. He's actually over in, I think, Korea right now. And big shout out to him if he's able to join in and watch this. We also got Josh Mayu in the chat right now saying good luck to J&M Motorsport boys. Couldn't make it tonight, but he's definitely cheering on his team. So the ticker...
I'll be right back.
Alright. So just to let you guys know, the ticker does not go back into place until they cross the start-finish line. That is something iRacing, that is not IRTVO. Just something that we always have to deal with. But as soon as they cross the start-finish line, they'll even itself out, and we'll be able to see who's actually in the right position. And hopefully everyone's paints are working. Trainer Paints has been on the fritz the last couple of weeks, so hopefully we can get some good paint schemes going here tonight. And when we take a look through the crowd to see who's actually here, I believe we have 35 trucks or 34 trucks running. But pace car is in, and Justin Michael is going to lead this pack off, taking off like a rocket here at the Rattlesnake 85 at Texas Motor Speedway.
Boy, he gets a really good start, doesn't he? He just got right on. He timed that perfect.
Yes,
he did that.
Justin Brown don't look like he's going to let him out of his sights, though. He's going to stick right with him. But remember, that truck's going to get tight if he's right up tucked underneath him.
And we're looking back behind Justin Brown right now, seeing these guys still too wide. These guys, I would assume, would keep too wide here for at least, 10, 20 laps until they really start to feel their truck wear, or in the actual track wear. The biggest thing about ECR is that we carry over everything from practice and from qualifying. So, we encourage a lot of practice out there so the track feels nice for race time.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one big thing ECR is big on. I mean, they set up plenty of practice time before the race. And so, a guy gets... Me personally, if I don't get much practice, and a lot of times I'll start in the back anyways, just so I don't cause a ruckus. But there's plenty of practice for these guys. They know what their truck's going to do.
Oh, yeah. And
look at him.
Justin Brown.
Go ahead, Todd.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say Justin Brown's going underneath that lead truck right now.
Indeed he
is too. Yep, they're side by side.
Josh Mayo's asking who's our picks tonight, and Chad Engel says good luck, one more week and I'll be back.
Oh, our picks, huh? Oh, O'Connor, he'll probably wreck, so I can't pick him. No, O'Connor and Sheets. I'm kind of hoping for here.
I think Bruce Ackerman will be a force to be reckoned with before the race is over. And my dark horse pick is Earl James.
I just happen to look through the rest of this field here, and you guys are going to have to forgive me. I really don't know a lot of these guys and numbers, and I'm going to have to get used to them. But I see Luis Salmaso down here, and he might be somebody that comes up through the field here.
Yeah, he's currently sitting 22nd. I don't think he can qualify because he's running for the Beeline Series, I do believe, this year. He might be running for Cup, but I'm pretty sure he's running for the Beeline.
He's one of those guys that'll keep her quiet. And oh man, O'Connor and the 35 truck, that was close. That's about the closest. That's the only side-by-side race here. Gets under the 27, right behind the 35.
Yeah, O'Connor, O'Connor's fast in all three series, and, this is his point series, so he's trying. He's sitting second in points right now, and for him to get a win here tonight would lock him in and as well, and definitely would be nice to see that Lexi truck sitting in the victory lane.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm kind of partial. I mean, he drove for me last year in the trucks, and I believe he finished 5th in the points. I mean, his first season with ECR and with iRacing for that. And here he is sitting second, driving for Josh Sheets. And yeah, let's hope. I don't think he's got a win in ECR at all yet either.
Last year.
He's due. He did.
I do believe he won one race last year.
Okay.
My pick, I got two. Probably George Price. He's one of those guys that would sneak up from the back, and he's currently sitting 4th. He started 5th. He qualified very well here tonight, and he maintains a good position up front. Or it would have to be probably Susie. Either one of those two I could see sitting in victory lane here tonight.
I can't argue with you on those two picks, especially George Price. He's one of those quiet guys. He don't really rough it. He's just real quiet, makes his way up there. He's part of the conversation toward the end of the race a lot of times.
And he's already sitting in the top 5.
Oh yeah. And we got Mayu saying that his team driver, Andrew Melvin, who we're actually focusing on right now, the Flowmaster truck here, is his pick for the win. He's currently sitting in 10th, getting that top 10 position, but he's fighting Scott Hunsinger on that inside line. It's good. He's going to wear down his truck early. I hate to say it, but we're only 9 laps in. And, he caught the apron as well.
Oh, man, that was close. Yeah, you're right, Scotty. I mean, you drive that truck, if it's tight already to begin with, especially in traffic, but you're going to wear that right front out if you really try to dig it hard. Here we are on lap 11, and it's still green.
Still green, and Justin's got Justin's got a half a second lead on Justin. So we got Justin Brown and we got Justin Michael, the two Justins in the front. All we're missing is Justin Bland, but I think he only races the Cup.
Close battle for third back there behind those two guys.
I see that between the 48 of George Price and the 80 of Tony Ball, who was everyone's favorite last year.
Tony Ball was second just a few laps ago.
Man, oh man. Josh,
I wonder if maybe Tony didn't run his truck a little too hard there for a bit and just got to back it off and try to bring her back again.
Well, his fastest lap is a 28.8 and his last lap is a 29.5. So he already lost a second here from his fast lap. And George Mayo says his non-team driver pick, George Price, is a creeper. Hey, I can't hate on George Price. He's actually helped me quite a lot this season with the overlay. I picked up this overlay last year from Rudy, and we've helped. George has helped perfect it, getting this ticker to work right and not scroll to use a lot less resources. So definitely kudos to him.
And O'Connor here sitting in 4th. He started 7th. You got Christian Snyder.
O'Connor's in 5th.
Looks like. Oh, he's in 5th?
Yeah.
Maybe my thing didn't reset yet.
That could have been it, yeah.
Yeah, Schneider right behind him. He started 9th. So there's some guys that were just in the middle of the pack, kind of moving their ways up. Looks like some guys that started up front are maybe falling back a little.
Michael Levy's going from 21st to 13th.
That's moving now. He's probably the biggest mover.
And we're just heading back through the field here, checking out everybody. We got Jacob Cochran, who's really new with us this year. I think he's only run 3 or 4 races, if that. And we haven't had that many races because the truck season is very short, but very spread out. But it's good to see that we have a lot of new competition this year. I do believe we picked up 57 rookies for ECR this year.
Isn't that something? Across all 3 series. I mean, that's cool.
And, you know, we got the majority of them in here, but still, you know, it's nice to see, you know, a lot of newer competition. Ooh, Sheets is glitching out.
Big crash on the back straightaway.
Oh, and these guys weren't even 10 laps away from having green flag pit stops, too.
No, Sheets just glitched out, caused everything for me to glitch out.
There's a...
Where was that crash at?
It was on the back straightaway.
I think we're too far ahead now as we go 3 wide coming into corner number 3, and we got Michael Libby down on the apron. He's spinning a little bit. Mayo said, no, I mean he creeps up to the front, not a creeper, as in, you know, creeper. I got you.
Looks like, looking back at Michael Libby and those guys, they were 3 wide, or just about 3 wide, and he just clipped that apron just a little bit and got his truck a little candy wampus there.
Yeah, he was. Kenner, you might want to check, make sure you're not on replay. Ooh, 50 got up into the wall.
I actually just about a minute ago, I was on replay, so I apologize for that.
Gotcha, okay. Tyler Davis got up into the wall. He's dropping back positions like crazy. Now, little battles here and there throughout. I mean, we're on lap 18. They get a 27-lap fuel run without a pack. So, in the pack, it's probably 24 or 25 because they're pushing a lot harder. And Justin Michael's still holding his lead, leading these last 17 laps at least, but Justin Brown still is right behind him, almost less than a second, a little less than a second behind him, and he's trying to keep that 0.8 sitting there, trying not to go to 0.9 or up to a second. But I think definitely if we get a green flag pit stop this time around, this will be the game changer right here, at least for this portion of the race.
Oh yeah. Justin Brown ran a 29.7 that last lap. Justin Michael ran a 29.6. And here we go with green flag pit stops.
Here comes your leader coming down.
Already. Only on lap 20. Ugh, I would have waited. I would have waited, honestly, till like 23, 24. Because he's going to at least go a lap down now. But that puts Justin Brown in the lead. He's going to lead his 3rd lap here, going on to his 4th lap. So, unless he's going to decide to pit, and I think he might be... Yeah, he's going to pit as well. So, we're going to have another lead change here. Jacob Cochran is now pitting.
What were these guys running as far... Well, it was 28.7 qualifying time. So, what was that lap again? I'm just curious of how much the fall off is.
It looks like a second to a second and a half fall off.
So, man, yeah, that's not a whole lot, is it?
No.
I mean, you know, I mean, if you're talking 2 or 3 seconds of tire fall off, then that would make sense. I mean, but
61, Corey Chaffin. He is not in here. I'm not seeing Corey Chaffin at all in this room. I don't know, Josh. That's really weird. But Christian Snyder has led your first lap here, so he'll get an extra point here tonight for leading. And Christian, you know, he runs really, I wouldn't say really rough, but consistent and fast. And he definitely he broadcasts for the Beelines and runs truck for his, do believe his champion. Yeah, he runs truck for his championship. And Cup he runs in, but this guy, you know, he'll still blow the doors off you sometimes. And
It'll be interesting to see if they can make it through all these green flag pit stops. It'll be interesting to see how they all shake out, especially that leader.
Christian's fast lap of the race so far is a 28.81 on lap 3. And his lap 24 time was a 29.91. So 1.1 seconds fall off for Christian Snyder in this set of tires.
And that's after 25 laps, yeah.
But here comes new tires passing him right now with the Justin Michael about to get his lap back.
And
yeah, look at that.
Yeah, because Christian's going to have to pit. These guys, I mean, they must be just running out of fuel. You said, what, 27 laps on a fuel run?
Yeah, 27. They were running out on 28 a couple. But you know what, guys? They get through these green flag pit stops. That leader, Justin Michael, he's going to have about 2 seconds on who was second.
Yeah, that was Justin Brown. But now, well, you got more people pitting right now. There goes Christian. You got George Price behind him. You got Luis Salmazo behind him. These guys must be just out of fuel. You also got Scott Hunsinger coming in. And that's it right now.
My math... I'm sorry, Scotty, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're good. I'm sorry.
My math ain't real good, but if we were to go to green the whole way, how many stops is that?
2.5.
So I wonder if these guys that didn't stretch it out, thinking maybe if they
no,
it will be 3. They can make it on 2, huh?
It will be 3 because
it'll be 3.
Yeah, because 20. You know, if you 25, 50, 75, yeah, it'll be 3. Have to be 3. Unless they get if they go green, but if they get a caution, that's going to change everything.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, depending on how the cautions fall. But if you went green the whole way, there would be pit stops right near the very end of the race.
And you got several people sitting in the pits now, so the field will round itself back out. Let's go ahead and take a look at the pit time. And most of these guys are getting 14, 15-second pit stops.
Yellow.
And there's your
and
caution.
There's the caution.
Man. Josh Sheets, number 6 truck.
Oh man, Mr. Sheets. Let's see what happened with him. Oh boy. He smacked the wall in a 3, rubbed it, and came down and spun back out on the track, but he did not hit anybody else. He kept it up in that Waffle House Cornerstone truck, and that's just going to be a caution on him. Hopefully he didn't take much damage from that.
Well, he's pretty close to the wall there when it hit, so, you know, it's not like he was at the bottom and came up and smacked the track. So, yeah, he might be. It don't look like he hit too hard there. Well, the front, a little bit. But.
Yeah, it's wrinkled up just a wee bit, but it doesn't look too bad.
Go ahead and take a look at the front of that real quick. Yeah, you're right. Just, yeah, it won't help the aerodynamics much, but for the most part, he should be good. Maybe 30 seconds, maybe a minute worth of damage. And now you got a lot of these other guys coming into pit.
Now, had they cycled through all their green flag pit stops by then?
They should have. We've got several
I'm thinking
people.
They shouldn't have, because it was 20. They would have ran out on 28. So
yeah, because you got all your high-end trucks coming into pit. Actually, everybody's coming in except those that were several laps down.
I showed 29 trucks on the lead lap right now.
That's not bad out of 34, honestly.
And Justin Michael was about to put some more lap down. He was coming up on the tail end there.
And it looks like right now, going through the times, Justin Michael has the fastest pit time of a 13.727. Well, no, I take that back. Christian Snyder has a 9.12 and Michael Leiby has a 9.36. So Christian Snyder will through with an 8.6. As I keep flipping through the pages, the time keeps going down. Will Prue has your fastest time right now, so he probably either just took right sides, because I do believe he came in before, so, it's going to be interesting to see how the strategy plays out as we're on lap 30, going into 31.
That was some good racing, though. I mean, those guys got a good long stretching, ripping through the green flag pit stops, and it'll be interesting to see what happens when they all get bunched up here again. Now the guys know what the trucks are doing in traffic. They know what the other guys are doing. See if somebody gets a jump here.
Exactly. And we have a brand new leader, Andrew Melvin. Actually, Josh Mayhew's pick right there. Here you go, buddy. Your Flowmaster truck is sitting in first place right now.
Place your bets, guys, in chat. Just send the money to me. I'll hold on to it until you guys are all done betting.
Alright, we're going to go to a quick commercial break brought to you by the Pit Stop Design Team.
He's in the lead right now. I'm trying to figure out. He was like fifth or sixth.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, let's see.
I mean, he was close to the front, but he leapfrogged to the front. I'm wondering if a couple of those guys didn't take two.
Yeah, we're going back to look.
I had you guys muted there. Were you talking about Andrew Melvin, wondering if he pitted, or?
2 tires.
2 tires? Yeah, because Josh Mayo was wondering if he pitted or not.
I'm wondering if there wasn't a bunch of them that tried the 2-tire strategy on the first pit stop or on the first yellow pit stop anyway, that Mike talked about earlier.
Well, if they're only burning, losing a second, that's not really that much fall-off compared to where we've been at this year already.
I'm on Andrew Melvin right now, and back on lap, it's not even going to tell me what lap here. It looks like he lagged out on it. On my lap 28 here. Everybody right there in that section lagged out on me for some reason, so
Huh.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time rewinding replays to see crashes and stuff.
Well, that's alright. I'm going to try to do them as best as I can. But Andrew Melvin started on the outside as we are back to green on lap 33. Almost halfway done already, and it's only been 24 minutes? These truck races, when they go green, they are... Oh, never mind about going green. We got 75 flipping back there of Johnny Smith. And, we got 85, number 2. Wow, okay, let's go ahead and go back to that real quick. Got Johnny Smith on the outside here, corner number 2. And it kicked him. I don't know if you guys can see that.
I'm trying to. Yeah, I bet I just got to it. I'm having trouble with my replay too. Todd said he was here. Man, that thing just kicked loose on him.
That was some serious netcode. We're slowing it down here about half speed. And let's see. Now let's try slowing it down. Oh, way too much. We're gonna slow it down right about where that thick black line stops. Just after that, yeah, it literally just pushed him. So that should not, and he phased through the 94 of I do believe that is 94 of Nick Edwards, yeah, and he is flipping. The 05 got into him. Wow.
Man, that was a big one.
And that's exactly how race control just called it. They've declared it net code. There's not going to be anybody held liable for it.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a cause caution on him. Let's go back and see in the in-truck view on that just real quick before we go back live. Because you can see he's right behind Nate Miller right here, and then all of a sudden it just goes. And he's probably thinking to himself, what the hell just happened? Because the spotter is telling him he's clear, and you know, he's driving through and he's got all these trucks piled up in front of him. The 85 got into that pretty well. That sucks, you know. And it just happens. I mean, it depends if your connection just flickers just enough. I mean, you figure iRacing's running on many servers connecting people worldwide. It's bound to happen. That's the only downfall about an internet game like this.
Yeah, exactly. It is bound to happen. I had it happen to me one time at Daytona. I was running up in the top line, and I was just about next to the wall, and same deal. The tail end just come whipping around, and it's like, what I just get hit by? You know, there was nobody near me, and that's ended up what it was. It was netcode. I consider it like one of them. You know how iRacing doesn't have mechanical failures, like a flat tire.
They should.
You know, things like that. So that's what I consider it, I guess. It should, yes, it should. Absolutely, I agree. Unless it happens to me, if I get a flat tire, I'm going to be pretty mad, Scotty.
Yeah, I'd like to see the ability to get a flat tire though.
Yeah, I think that, especially if you're running them too hard, you're wearing out that right front and stuff. That'll make the guys kind of. Of course, this is a fixed setup race, but you get into those open setups where guys really rolling on that right front, you know. Rolling on the right rear.
I could tell you, running last night in the NIS at Dover, my right front, when I finished, was down to 81%.
Congratulations there. That was a good finish for you, Scotty.
Thank you. I appreciate that. No, it's you know, we ran Dover last week in Cup and in the B line, and I don't run B line. I just run the Cup series, but besides broadcasting this. And for whatever reason, I did better during the NIS, which is usually caution fest, and it was.
Right.
There was 13 cautions, but you know.
And at Dover.
Dover.
That's a rough place. You know what? As we're talking about this, look who rolled up into second place.
Yeah, Mr. Salmazo himself. But you got Rob Haynes up there now too. Two top contenders here in this league. But
George Price, he's still sitting there. Massey, he's always up front everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Massey's one of those guys that will just sneak up on you when you aren't looking and be like, oh, hey, I'm going to take first place right now.
Oh, yeah. Massey actually is, when I first entered ECR a couple years ago, he's the first guy that gave me a ride in the B car for Redline Racing.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Gave me a job. Oh, yeah.
Stephen Massey is one of the nicest guys in the league, man. He will help anybody.
Absolutely. We're getting ready to go here.
Yeah,
there's a ton of talent at the front of this field right now, man. There's a ton of talent up here at the front.
Well, let's go over your top 10 right now. We got Rob Haynes, Luis Salmazo, George Price, Stephen Massey, Scott Hunsinger, Trevor McManus, Justin Michael, Christian Snyder, Michael Leiby, and Douglas Hess. Rounding out your top 10 as the pace car goes in. And we're back to green flag racing here at the Rattlesnake 85 Texas Motor Speedway.
And Massey's not letting him out of his sight, boy. He's going to take that high lane and see if he can get down in front of Salmazo. No, he's not going to clear him.
No, not this time around anyway. But he'll make Luis definitely burn out his tires a lot more than he will.
Oh, absolutely. And man, we got some guys, couple guys that were up front already, but I mean, it's the positions have shaken up a little bit here.
Let's see, Andrew Melvin, 37. He's currently sitting in 18th position there, Mayo. But as you see, he's got quite a pack going on back here. We've got the 27, the 35, 37, the 80, and the 45, all battling for position right now. 17th, 16th, and 15th, it looks like.
Yeah, there's some serious racing going on back in the back of this field.
Yeah, but
And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, yeah, you're not up front, but you don't have to be up front to place well, especially in this league.
Well, if you think about it, I mean, the truck's going to be hard to pass, especially if it gets tight. I mean, if we go, these guys already ran, 28 laps under green.
Oh, yeah.
I think get another green flag run. You got to get everything you can right now. Look at this, 3 wide in the backstretch.
Man,
get her sorted out.
3 wide on the front stretch.
Man, I can't thank you and Todd enough for having me up here, man. This is a great view,
isn't it?
I mean, you can only see so much out of the windshield. You know, up here you see all the action.
Hey, no, it's my pleasure, definitely, and I'm glad you guys all agreed to it.
So hopefully you don't fire me before the end of the season.
No.
I do know where you live now.
11th through 20th is, let's see, 11th, 12th, 14th, 15th. Yeah, about 11th through 20th. There's only about a 1/10 of a second covering all them trucks right now.
Yeah, they're battling hard back here.
We'll start to see here in the next.
And there it is.
Oh, we got a big crash back.
Bruce Ackerman, which is one of your guys' picks, wasn't it?
Yes, I picked Bruce as a possible winner.
Well, that doesn't look too good right now. So the biggest difference, Kenner, like for us, is we no longer have EOLs. We've implemented caused cautions. If you get 2 caused cautions, then yes, you will be out of the race. You will be automatically disqualified. But you're no longer sent to the back of the pack if you cause a caution.
So if you cause a caution, you keep your position, and then okay, it makes perfect sense. Yep.
Just like how iRacing does it officially. Oh, that might not be on Bruce Ackerman. I'm thinking that might be on Casillas, because let's go ahead and take a look at this line real quick.
Whoever was up high looks like he came down a little bit.
Bruce is in the middle of the lane, goes up low. I don't know. That's going to be a tough call for Anthony, who's our RC here tonight, and who's also the league president. Let's go back in the truck to see what actually happened here. See how this looks from his view. I don't know.
Man, that would be a tough call, because it looks like one came up, one came down. That is so. That's one thing I wouldn't want to be, was a race controller.
If you look at when you look at the cockpit view, Nathan, to his credit, is turning his wheel to the right to try and stay off of the truck beneath him.
So Nathan took some damage out of that as well.
Yeah, you know what? Ackerman's right on that dotted line, that dotted white line. You watch his truck, and he moves off of that dotted line to the right just a touch, as kind of a visual aid to see which truck moved.
And we got Josh Mayo in the chat. He said Melvin must have pitted, and damn it, his driver is number 20. It does suck. I mean, I honestly, if I was race control, I would say racing incident. I wouldn't call that on anybody because it's too hard to tell. They were basically, from what I see it as, they were both coming in as a V. There wasn't, Ackerman wasn't down below the dotted line, and Casillas came down, and vice versa. They were both met at the same time.
Yeah, like I said, I definitely wouldn't want to call it. I wouldn't. I always get mad at race control when they're calling people out in my stream.
Right.
Well, then I won't tell you what race control just said.
Actually, who did Anthony put that on?
Well, if you really want to know, he gave it to both of them.
And you know what, Scotty, that goes back to what you and Todd. I think that's fair, because it was so close.
I agree.
It's fair enough. I mean, it sucks. Granted, yeah, they'll be written down for a caution, but they won't get EOL
or disqualified unless they get another one before the end of the race. But I think that was a fair call.
And we have a new leader. again, Justin Brown.
Where'd he come from? Is that your brother, Scotty Brown?
Oh no, I don't have any brothers.
Oh, okay. You got any kids that you know about?
I hope not.
you took a long time to answer, dude.
Well, I'm not gonna go there. Not in this stream anyway.
Oh man, that's good. Jacob Cockring, he hasn't been up here at all in the front at all, has he? Dan Matthews, that's a new face.
Dan Matthews is a new face.
Oh, he's been up front here?
Matthews? Well, not for long, but he's been. So we got Dan Matthews up front. We got 36 Dan Matthews, 08 of Jacob Cochran. Tony Ball on the outside, starting behind him, and
I guess they're the two new ones.
yeah, so it's going to be interesting. Rookies. I mean, as I said, earlier, a bunch of new rookies this season, but do not count out the rookies because we brought in rookies. They're not rookies to iRacing for sure because some of these guys have a 5,000 iRating, but they are rookies to the league.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I remember beginning of last season, get these rookies that come in, like you say, they're not rookies to, iRacing, just to the ECR and just come in and just laying laps down, It's good to see. Makes the competition really fun, really close, and here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
And it's nice to see not just one person dominating the entire race. I mean, you figure, let's go over to the lead changes. We've had, 11 lead changes here, and we're just hitting the halfway point.
That's awesome. 48 laps. And man, they're trying to get everything they can off these restarts.
Yeah, figure 3 wide right now in the backstretch between the 80 and 76 and the 4 of Louise. Man, that freaking Justin Michael, he wants that position back. He's hungry. He's locked in. I mean, he's been way locked in, but
he has nothing to lose, really.
But that keeps other people from gaining points as well.
Yeah, exactly.
His competition right now for first place is Jason O'Connor, and Jason is sitting back here in 13th position.
It's like Massey got bumped back a little bit. I mean, he was one contended for the lead there just a little bit ago. He got bumped back there into, 7th?
Yeah. I mean, these guys are moving all around the place, which is nice to see. It sucks, but, we're at the halfway point. Anything's bound to happen in these next, less than 40 laps to go. And it's going to be interesting to see, I think, if Justin Michael's going to get that first place position back and hold it, or Louise, who's sitting in 4th place right now, is just going to be like, okay, I want it. It's mine.
Yeah, Luis is just sitting in the weeds with a bunch of camo on and a branch sticking up out of the back of his shirt, just waiting to pounce.
So, go ahead, Tom.
The 36 truck, the Dan Matthews truck did not get a good restart. I think he spun his tires or something. And I think I'd kind of checked the field up there, and that's how he and Stephen Massey ended up losing spots there.
Of course.
Now, we had a good green flag run, couple cautions. It might settle in here. What are you guys thinking? You got to get everything you get, or you just want to hold back and wait for things to unfold? Because we're getting, like you said, Scotty, we're halfway.
I'd say the last 25 laps, give it all you got. Right now, just stay in position.
Last 25 laps, so as fast as these guys are, is that going to be enough time?
Yeah, the wear off's not that much, and the track's got a lot of wear on it itself to make it more comfortable. I mean, it's not like we're running this track in 100-degree weather and the track's 117 degrees.
That's true. I got a way to get to the front, and that's just start turning people. That's how I do it.
But we're gonna go on board with Justin Brown right now and turn it up. was on board with Justin Michael as, Justin Brown, as Justin Michael passes him for the lead. Oh, man.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And another caution, guys. Way in the back in corner number 4, I just saw a whole bunch of smoke.
See who it was? I can't seem to find it.
They're saying
Bruce
78
Ackerman.
got in the 45.
Maybe. Okay, 78 in the 45. Let's go ahead and take a look. 78 is Ron Miller. Oh, yeah. 78 and 45. 45 is completely turned around here going into corner number 2. So let's go back just a teeny tiny bit more and see how this cluster happened. If I can get the right camera angle, there we go. So they're fighting hard in corner number 1, and Miller turns Morrison. That's basically all she wrote. And dragging Morrison all the way through corner 1 and 2.
I'm gonna have to look for Morrison because I had trouble backing Ron Miller's for my replay here, but try Morrison here. See if I can look.
That is some talent right there, keeping it straight like that. Oh, but he got up into the 27 as well. Morrison did. So let's take one more quick look at that from this point of view to see.
Boy, he didn't lift either, did he? I'm having trouble with my replay, so I went back. I was watching your stream, and it looks like he just kept shoving.
Oh, Anthony says that the cause caution is going to be on the 78 for that one. Josh Mayo says, what about that karaoke session with you about a month ago?
Mayo, get out. Oh, actually, this is Scotty's broadcast, not mine. What'd you bring that up for?
Gotta love it. You know, we're all friendly around this league. We all, kid and joke around with each other. You know, that's the best thing. We got a lot of people in this league.
Oh yeah, and a lot of guys who have been here for a while, like Mayo, he's one. You've been here a while, Scotty. Even though we got a lot of newcomers, new guys here, but that's the way it is around the whole league. You can joke around with the guys and call them names and pick on them and this and that, and they'll come back with something else, and it's all in fun. Everybody gets to laughing at it. But Mayo, seriously, don't bring it up again. The karaoke stuff, don't. In my defense, I was drinking.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah.
This league has been the coolest thing. I mean, to get in here and have these guys give you so much help, both in the league and in official racing. It's just really cool, man. I've only been in the league a couple months and can't tell you how appreciative I am of how they welcome people in here.
Yeah, absolutely. And Todd, I mean, I haven't really known you other than tonight, I think, but that's the way. I mean, you end up on here, and it's like you say, they'll help you out in official races, the practices. It's we always called it, and Scotty knows this, ECR family. Everybody sticks together, and it's a good league.
Yeah, all I know is like a week or two ago, they're like, Kinner's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I was still a member.
Nah, we wouldn't get rid of you.
Oh, the comments were great whenever they said you were coming back. It's really cool.
It's good to be back.
Nah, we're glad to definitely have you back, man.
Yeah, I'm having some fun, man. I am. And Scotty actually let me in the booth, contrary to what I knew he was thinking. There looks like the pace car is pulling off.
Nope.
The lights aren't working on his car then.
No, pace car.
I don't see no flashing lights.
Last because they're 1 to green. 1 degree and the lights shut off.
My bad. I need to lay off of this sauce. Hang on.
Oh man, but it's been an awesome race. I mean, we're less than 30 to go now.
We got Tony Ball up here in second place. Let's see if he's got anything for Justin.
Tony Ball.
Justin Michael in third. I mean, he might get a good start here. He might get a good launch.
Tony Ball was everybody's fan favorite last year, and he came back this year, and it looks like he might just be looking for that win here tonight at Texas.
Green, 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 green.
You know, if it's possible, the talent quotient is even higher at the front right now.
Oh,
there it is.
Somebody just ran out of talent.
Yep.
Good. Way to go, Todd.
No, that was that should be a caution, but it's not.
Yeah. It was just one truck though, wasn't it, Scotty? Or was it? Oh man, yeah, he just got that.
That was Justin Michael.
He was in a hurry.
He
Yellow,
bunted
yellow,
him.
yellow.
Oh, there's the caution.
Yeah, I think that's an admin
Anthony
caution.
just threw it.
Who's that gonna be on? You think?
That's gonna be Justin Michael.
That's what I was thinking.
Let's go back to that restart real quick, guys.
I'm gonna get. Let's see.
I think I don't know, man. You have to look at the 76 car, who's actually changing lanes just before the start finish.
That's what I was just looking at.
He can do that as long as he's not going to the outside. He went down to the grass, spun out the 35, too much in a hurry. That's going to be on him. And Anthony's saying, what the F was I thinking? And ECR loves Mike Kinner.
I see that.
That sucks. And that right there is impatience. That is a rookie move, no matter if you've been on iRacing or not. You've got more than 25 laps left to go. Bit your time, man. Just it will come. You're either gonna win the race, or like in Justin Michael's case, he'll get a top 5 or a top 10. I mean, it's not like he's gonna drop all the way back to the end of the field. But another move like that, he's gone.
Right, absolutely, and you know, in like we were saying earlier, you got to get everything you can on the restart, or at least try to. And that was probably kind of digging a little too much. And Justin Michael is fast, real fast. He'd have no problem getting up there.
Well, that restart was slow anyways. I mean, for everybody, they didn't get a good hold on their gas pedal there, so I'm not sure what the reasoning was behind that.
Well, the leader,
Tony Ball,
has the right to go, right? I mean, but the leader on the restart, it's not on green. It's on after the pace car. You can go anytime after the pace car, right? Before the green.
yes.
Right? So that leader might have been.
As long as that pace car is in, leader can go. That is the one thing we do implement.
Well, I wonder if there wasn't little gamesmanship there on the start.
Well, everybody was in a
maybe
tight
backing
pack for
up.
that.
I think he anticipated the restart and just got a good launch down underneath that other truck. I mean, yeah, Tony Ball up here in the lead now. Luis, he's still hanging out in fourth. I mean, I'll tell you, I'm waiting for him to pounce. And Stephen Massey right there. Our favorites. I looked back at Josh Sheets here a while ago. He's 19 laps down, so that damage might have been a little bit worse than what we thought.
Oh, or he just said screw it and parked it.
Yeah, well, when I checked a little while ago, he was on the track. He might have.
He's still in the pits. Well, he's getting tires. And he's glitching all over the place, too. His connection is awful sometimes.
Yeah, he's playing iRacing out of his chicken coop.
Some of that southern internet going.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said earlier, he's got rabbit ears up on the. He's got the internet wires all split up. Got his kids up on the house, moving their arms around, trying to move the internet cable so he can get good reception.
Sorry, Gilly, if I know you haven't been talking much.
Oh yeah, I've been interrupting him.
No, it's quite all right, man. I've been struggling a tiny bit with rewind and replays and trying to assess what's going on. And for the last minute or so, I was watching that restart intensely, and yeah, Stephen Massey said watch it from his cockpit view, and I did. And they issued the cause caution to the 76.
Yeah.
Todd, you were saying you were having trouble with the replays. I know you had mentioned it earlier. It's like sometimes when I try to back mine up, it's like everything lags out for a second or whatever, and I lose who I'm on. Is that what's happening to you?
Yeah, if I rewind, if I'm not watching it as it happens, if I try to rewind back and find a crash, it just goes to scenic and I can't see anyone's car.
That's exactly what mine's doing.
With me, it depends on who I'm watching. Like, I can't watch Sheets at all because his connection's all over the place, so it makes the whole thing lag. Which is unfortunate because, you know, I want to watch every truck on this track, but, you know, you get people that can't help their connection, and there you go.
But when I'm watching the race, I watch from the blimp view because that way I can just see more trucks. I can see way more of the track from the blimp view.
Oh, yeah. You can see a lot more battles going on. I mean, it's definitely the ideal view. Right now, we're actually in TV3 mode, which is close to blimp. And we see Tony Ball just leading this pack around this track right now. Single file going into this corner, going into corner number 4 right there. Smart move by these boys.
You know what? They can make it to the end of this race from here.
Oh yeah, they got 20 laps left to go. They had 20 laps left to go at the line. There's no reason why they would not make it. Just keep it green, keep their nose clean. Let's have a good finish, guys.
It's going to get wild now.
Oh yeah, there it is, right there.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
48 truck.
Ah, George Price. Oh, whoa, okay. Someone didn't read the memo that there was a truck high. Well, let's see. Now let's go back, and we'll go here, and we'll go here, and see exactly what happened going into corner number 3 here. And it looks like Snyder was in front of him. And, 36 clipped him.
Man, that's another one of them close ones too, ain't it?
Well, let me go to the far chase. He's coming down. Ooh. Well, I would think the 36 would, it would say, car near outside, his vehicle outside, depends on the spotter he's using. But,
36 dive bombed him, my opinion. Sorry.
Yeah, and I mean the 48 didn't give him much room, but I mean we're getting down to the end of it. You can't give a guy much room.
Yeah, you sure don't have to, do you?
Right.
I think Anthony might give that on the 48, honestly. This is why I don't do race control at all, because there's no way. I mean, it's hard for us to call it. I know you got 3 people watching in the booth, and we all have different opinions, so which one is right?
I've done race control one time. I did it at Charlotte. There was a giant incident at the end, and it's a very difficult job. Very difficult.
Man, oh man. Let's get an interview with Tony Ball. Let's see if I can find Mr. Ball. I hope he's in Discord. Well, maybe not. Nope, I cannot find Tony Ball, so unfortunately he will not get interviewed, even if he does win the race.
Hey, May was calling you out, Todd. Every time Todd talks, a wreck happens.
I'll have to keep quiet then, huh?
Let's actually bring in Louise. I know he's in here.
Oh, he's a good one.
Luis Salmazo, welcome to the broadcast booth. You got Todd Gilly and Mike Kinner in here. How are you doing tonight, sir?
All good, boys. How are you guys?
Awesome. We're awesome. Loving this race right now. Sitting in third position. How you feeling out here tonight?
Well, it's been fun when we could race. So hopefully cautions are not going to bring more cautions. Hopefully we're done and we can go finish this thing under green.
Luis Todd Gilly in the booth. First of all, that Lucky Strike truck looks really cool. And second of all, can you pass? Do you pick up a bunch of arrow push trying to pass, or is it just a matter of waiting and just getting it done?
Nah, you can pass. You can pass. There are a couple of ways that you can do that, especially if you have two guys in front of you fighting. Eventually, there's going to be a little bit of a checkup. So you can pass. And even if you're fighting just one guy, there are ways to do it. There's a little bit of draft. There's a little bit of different lines that you can take. There's definitely ways that you can pass. You just need to be precise in order to do it.
Hey, Luis, Kinner.
What's up, bub?
Hey, buddy. Man, you're rolling good out there, boy. And we weren't really talking about you there at the beginning of the race. You just kind of quietly made your way up there. You're like a Matt Kenseth, and looks like you might be able to make something happen if you get a good restart here. Not many to go.
Well, if I don't get the broadcasting curse, then as soon as you guys talk to me, I'm going to wreck. So hopefully that doesn't happen, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, I think we have everybody's under the same tires and strategy. So we'll see. We'll see what happens on this restart and see if everybody gives each other just a little bit of room, and let's race to the end.
Awesome. Good luck out there. And I want to let Anthony know that Tony Ball was not in Discord when I tried to find him. If you would, please. And that was Luis Salmazo, the number 4 Lucky Strike truck. Sitting in third place right now as these guys go back to green, are going back to green. 15 laps to go. This is crunch time. This is where it's all about. Tony Ball leading this pack off, but he's got Luis Salmazo and Justin Michael sniffing right behind him.
Yeah, and here comes Massey.
Massey, 97. You got Rob Haynes on the outside. The 08, the newcomer here tonight, Mr. Jacob Cochran. This top 5 right now, top 6 all crunched together like this. Even behind them, they got a little bit of a split right now. This top 10 duking it out. They're trying, guys.
Yeah, they did. They put a little bit of space in between them there. They get the race, and those other guys get caught right up. But, man, they're racing all over this track.
I think Stephen Massey has made up his mind. It's time to get this done.
That's what it's looking like. Oh, yeah.
As you get a battle between Massey and Justin Michael right now. And Louise moving up in the second, looking at Tony Ball saying, yeah, Tony, you're leading right now, but you know.
Oh, here we go, right here. Oh, Will Prue. We got a big one on the front stretch.
Oh, man. Will Prue, he said?
I seen his truck going around. He didn't cause it by any means.
We got 3 or 4
he was in
smoking.
it. Oh, man. I think people like O'Connor and Will Prue and, you know, a lot of these other guys were just kind of riding it out. Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, right there in corner number 4 as we're looking at the blimp view. You got the 22, the 78, the 21, the 55, and the 35 all right there. So it looks like maybe Michael Leiby started that, but we're going to go back just a hair more, switch the camera view real quick, see what exactly happened here in corner number 4 in lap 72. Oh, okay, maybe Leiby didn't cause that one.
That was an accordion. Looks like somebody in the low lane was checking up for the 30. Is that the 37?
36, maybe?
go to Andrew Melvin here. The
37. Yeah, the 37.
He was coming low. He changed lanes, and whoever was below him right there checked
Michael
up,
Libby
and
in the
nobody could get
55.
checked up. Yeah, he couldn't get checked up. Matter of fact, I bet if you go to Michael Libby's cockpit.
Doing that now.
The 36 slows up because he's getting tight, I think, up under the 37. He gets tight and he lifts, and the 55 just can't miss him.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. He definitely lifted, and there was nowhere for Libby to go.
And I think
accordion.
If you look at it, he's the 36 has his wheel cranked to the left. He's trying desperately to stay off the 37. And, you just scrub off so much speed. He's probably off the throttle. And 55, like I said, he's on it. He can't miss him.
Right.
We're in the cockpit view of the 36 right now from the back.
And incidentally, I'd like to point out that I didn't talk about any of those three vehicles.
No, so you're off the hook. See, Prue?
Man, oh man. Well, it wasn't Louise, so we didn't. Well, it may not. Well, it's still 10 to go, but we didn't jinx Louise.
And the track, they almost had it saved there, guys. And it closed up.
Alright, we're going to go to the last commercial break here as we're coming down the 10 to go, guys, from the Pit Stop Design crew, who is also your sponsor for this year's ECR Truck Series. Alright, we are back. We got 10 laps left to go. We're going to be 9 laps to go when the pace car lights go off. So we're going to be 8 laps to go. Hopefully these guys can make it 8 laps green for the end of this race here. Let's have a good finish, guys. With the current top 5, let's go ahead and take a look at that. We got Tony Ball, Luis Salmazo, Stephen Massey, Justin Michael, and Cochran. Who do you guys think out of these 5 right now will make it?
Well, I mean, that Justin Michael, he can't take too many chances because he's already got that caution against him, don't he?
He does. He gets one more. He's done.
I mean, he might be thinking of that, or he might be he's got a win in the bank. He might not have anything to lose. I mean, the guy is quick, but I don't know. I'm looking for Salmazo to get a good jump here and make something happen, but I'm not counting Massey out either.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it's not Stephen Massey, I think that the Brazilian Tiger, Luis Salmazo, has a good chance.
Hell yeah, as long as he's sober, he should be all right.
Now, Anthony just posted a picture in Discord. It looks like he may have put that on Michael Libby.
He did.
Man, I don't know. In his defense, he couldn't check up. I mean,
yeah,
from what I was seeing, but maybe they saw something that we didn't, I guess. But boy, you got a guy smoking on the outside about 10 rows back here. He's trying to get to
Casillas.
It's going to be a very interesting Discord session after the race.
Oh, yes, it will. But the pace car is in. Tony Ball leading this pack off. 8 laps to go. We got him followed by Luis Salmazo, followed by Stephen Massey and Justin Michael.
And look at Massey.
Yeah.
This is what it comes down to, boys. These last 8 laps.
Salmazo looked like he put the block on the 76. Oh, we got another wreck.
Caution's out.
Come on, guys. I know it's crunch time, but, you know, there's only so much you can crunch.
Right? Where was it?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Trevor? No, Trevor got caught up in the last one.
Sounds like Anthony's a. Is Anthony apologizing about something? Let me click on him once.
Did he temper?
No, never mind.
Did you guys get a call on who that was?
The 50 had an issue, but my replay's having an issue showing me what happened. But the 50 definitely had an issue on the restart.
See if I can find him here. Tyler Davis here. Okay, let's see. It sounds like it's given to the 50.
Oh, I see it right there. Yep. Looks like on this restart, he did not. Yeah, he kept bumping.
He must have went back a lot farther than I thought.
Yeah, he bumped into the 49, and that would be the 49 of. Oh, let's see, Craig Blair, who is also a rookie. Man, oh man, guys. And you figure Tyler Davis is sitting 37 laps down. I mean, he doesn't have any gain at all. So.
No, yeah, he's really pounding on that. Yeah.
I wish I could see it.
Yeah, I don't understand why. I think the server might just be a little wonky tonight.
And eventually
It's all
just
good.
turned him.
So, right now, we are kind of come across the line with 5 laps left to go. We do not do green flag, green-white checkered. iRacing does not do green-white checkered. So we might have a 2-lap shootout. Or a 3-lap shootout. As long as these guys keep it green, we will have a shootout. If not, well... As of right now, if things stay the way they are, Tony Ball will be your winner, but that might change. Go ahead.
If the caution comes out with 5 to go, 5 or less, you do not finish the race under caution. Am I correct on that still? Is that still how
Yes,
it used to be like that, I think?
Because you have a pace lap for cars on lead lap to pit, then another lap for lapped cars to pit, then a pace, then 2 to green. Yeah.
So we will have about 2-lap shootout?
2 or 3. It's going to be close.
Well, Stephen Massey's going to be starting on the front row for the first time tonight. Of course, these guys, they haven't been to pit road.
No. Mayu is not having any luck here tonight. He said Craig Blair is another one of his drivers.
Well, Mayu, maybe you should quit watching the stream and maybe your drivers will do a little bit better. No, don't quit watching. We need you. Sounds like you better have a meeting at the race shop. See what's going on with these boys. I'd take them to the clinic and have them drug tested. This is gonna be, and he took the outside.
Yes,
he did it that.
Took the outside.
He'll get a better runoff.
Ooh.
This is going to be something here.
You'll get a better arc on that outside. But Massey's fast. Ball's fast. Fucking. Wow. Sorry. Just in the heat of the moment. 76, Justin Michael's fast. You got Luis Salmazo up there. Now I'm all flustered. I'm sorry, guys.
The heat of the moment, Scotty.
I'm not certain, but I think that there's a black flag out for the 80, and he is not answering it.
Oh. Well, they won't.
I'm not certain. I'm not certain.
Well, we're going to have 3 to go at the start-finish line.
O'Connor made himself back up into the top 10.
I see that. That Lexi truck sitting on the outside there.
Order some Pepperidge Farm.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be interesting. And look at the 76. He's going to try. He gets a shot, tries to take him 3 wide, but man, the 80
Switching
got
lanes.
launched.
The switching lanes before start finish. That's a no-no.
Boy, that 80 got hit,
I'm
but
not
Massey
sure.
comes right underneath him.
Here
Let's
comes
see what happens
Stephen
with the
Massey.
76. See what that 76 does if he. You got O'Connor back there slicing and dicing a little bit, but this 76, boy, if he gets up to that.
He is looking.
Still 2 to go.
Mayo says to F off, go for a beer.
If
Let's
those
go for
two
a
get
beer.
into it, Luis Almazo's in the catbird seat.
He's coming too. He's catching them both.
Oh, it's getting,
Oh
man.
Here comes
And
Luis
here comes
Almazo to the
Almazo.
bottom. Right in it. Here we go.
And
freaking A-Train back
man,
here.
look at this.
This is really something to watch, is it not?
Oh,
One
it is.
lap to go. White flag.
Look at Luis Almazo, Mr. Clean, man.
Just coming up through there, and
Oh,
they're
4
gonna be
wide.
fouled.
That's it.
Four
That's
wide
it.
There it is.
There's the wreck.
Oh man.
Wow, the
Holy
08
hell.
car just went corkscrewing into the sky.
I gotta get a quick replay of that. Justin Michael is your winner here tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no, I did it again.
If I
Wow.
was race control, I mean, the 08 tries to make it 4 wide. You got Steven
Yeah.
Massey, Luis Salmazo, and the 68. Even though Salmazo come up into Steven, if I was race control, which I'm not, I'd be surprised if the 08 don't get this, guys.
And here comes Justin Michael with his burnout. And he's got Tony Ball with him as well. These guys put on a hell of a show here tonight. We got a couple people doing burnouts here, and the 35 hitting Justin Michael, stopping his burnout. So, let us go to the results here tonight. And shut off my ticker. And we got Justin Michael, your winner here tonight, the 76, followed by the 37, Andrew Melvin, the 72 of Jason O'Connor, the 36 of Dan Matthews, the 78 of Ron Miller, the 70 of Trey Davis, the 85 of Tristan Rogers, 39 of Earl James, 33 of Danielle Reese, and the number 4 of Luis Salmaz rounding out your top 10. Kenner, if you want to go through 11 through 20.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm sorry, Scotty. Stephen Massey, 11th. Of course, he got wrapped up into that wreck there. 12th place, Will Peru. Justin Brown, 13th. Michael Leiby, 14th. Scott Hunsinger, 15th. Jeremy Morrison, 16th. Tony Ball, 17th. And Jacob Cochran, 18th. Shows 1 lap down. Rob Haynes, 19th. 1 lap down. And Mason Clark, 20th. 2 laps down.
21st was Bruce Ackerman, 5 laps down. 22nd, Trevor McManus. 23rd, Josh Susi. 24th, Nathan Casillas. 25th, George Price. 26th, Douglas Hess. I apologize, I may be out of sync. 27th, Douglas Hess. 28th, Christian Snyder. 29th, Ed Adams. 30th, Craig Blair. 31st, Josh Sheets. 32nd, Tyler Davis. 33rd, Nick Edwards. And 34th, Johnny Smith.
And that is your finishing field here tonight. Let's go ahead and start bringing people down. We'll go ahead and talk to Jason O'Connor here first. Let me go ahead and find him. I know exactly where he's at. Oh, he's doing his own broadcast too. That's right. Well, we're gonna try. Jason O'Connor, welcome to the broadcast booth. Do you have a copy? Okay, he probably doesn't even know he's moved. Alright, let's try Andrew Melvin. Andrew Melvin, J&M Motorsports, right there. Andrew Melvin, this is Scotty Brown in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Congratulations on second place there. We've got Todd Gilly and Michael Kinner in here as well. If one of you wants to do the interview, go right ahead.
I'll take it, Andrew. Todd Gilly in the booth. You had a great race tonight. New to the ECR. How many races have you raced with ECR so far?
I think this is my 4th race.
Well, you did a great job tonight, man. It was a great race to watch. And how did you manage to get through that at the end there?
A little bit of luck. Just got off the gas and was able to get around those guys. Big mess.
Great job, man. Great job putting that truck on the podium.
Thanks, guys.
And Tony Ball wants to interview as well. Okay. Well, congratulations, Melvin. Definitely a great win, not win, but great position for you to finish in. How was the track for you tonight?
It was good. Got a little bit tight, getting a little bit later into the race, but it wasn't too bad.
Very awesome. Kenner, did you got anything for him?
Yeah, is this still Melvin?
This is still Melvin.
Okay, Melvin. Well, listen, Josh Mayo was in the chat and he was talking about all his drivers that got wrecked. And you're the one that comes through and finishes up here in second. I think you need to ask that guy for a raise.
I gotta agree with you. Let's do it.
I'll go into negotiations with you too, bud. I'll help you out with him. Good finish, though. Good finish, man. Just kind of keeping it clean and really kind of hanging out and then just being there at the end. And that's sometimes just where you got to be. So good job.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. All right, we're going to go ahead and talk to Tony Ball because Tony Ball wanted an interview. Tony Ball, go ahead.
I was given a terrible penalty at the end of that race by a terrible admin on a restart. That's why I dropped to the back. So I just wanted to get that out there. It was a beautiful race that I ran. I'd like to thank Applebee's and Gatorade for fueling me to my second place. That should be. Otherwise, great broadcast tonight, guys. Really liked watching it in the background.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't get a good look on anything, and it's hard to. We were looking at replays, and it sucks to get a bad call put on you and things like that. We don't know everything. I mean, I don't know how many admins or race controllers there are, but there's 3 of us watching, and it's hard to tell sometimes. So, I mean, I don't know if it was a black and white call or anything like that, but it sucks to get thrown back there, Tony, for sure. But on the same token, I mean, there's a lot to look at too. But and maybe that'll change. Who knows? As far as results or anything like that. But that sucks. I sure I don't blame you for being upset and getting to the back, but
it's all right. It'll happen sometimes. I'm just glad that I was able to show out again in these truck races. Seems like I've been running up front since I started running this year, so just was trying to get a win to get into the chase because I'm not going to be able to make it in on point since I started so late, but we'll just keep coming and try to keep getting them.
We were definitely talking about you. You were up there fighting for it, man, and it was a good race up until then. It was really good. You were really digging there, man. It looked good.
Yeah, those cautions at the end really kept me in the race, though. Obviously, the winner was who it was supposed to be, was Justin Michaels, so he deserved that win. And, he's always the class of the field whenever we race in these trucks. So, I was just hoping the cautions would keep falling so I could stay in the lead.
Well, all right. Well, thank you for coming in the chat, Tony. And we got Jason O'Connor in here now with us. Jason O'Connor, do you got a copy?
10-4, I do.
Congratulations on third place here tonight. Hell of a run for you to come back up, and I think Kidder wants to do the interview with you.
Third. I thought I got 4th.
Oh, you got third there,
You
pal.
got third.
You ready for this interview or not?
That's
I'm
why
ready.
we dragged you up here to see Kidder.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Yes, sir. I'm ready. I'm ready. Bring it on, my friend.
No, look, brother. Hey, that good run. We were just talking to Melvin there. Sometimes it's being at the right place at the right time. You were up toward the front, kind of mid-pack, not really making a whole lot of noise. Fell back, seen you racing with Prue there a little bit, and then just stayed quiet. I mean, a lot of action up front. And then, bro, that last caution, you went from what, 10th to third. How'd you get through it?
Well, the reason why I went to the back was I missed my pit stall on one of those cautions coming to pit.
Hey, I taught you better than that. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Right,
I'm
go ahead.
trying. But so I got back there, and I just played the game and took my time. And then I had the freshest tires of all the cars that were actually in front of me on that last run. And so I knew I was going to gain some spots. I believe I was 8th coming out of 2. And I didn't realize I made it to 3rd. I thought I only got to 4th. But that's even crazier because I didn't realize that I got to 3rd. But it was a lot of luck. It was just being in the right place at the right time and having the tires to actually be a little maneuverable at the end there.
Yeah, sometimes that's all it takes. Like I say, being at the right place at the right time, cutting through that. That was, I'll tell you that when you go back and see the broadcast, the replay of those guys racing, it was intense. It was exciting. I had more fun up here with Scotty and Todd let me hang out with him watching from this perspective. Man, I got more excited than I do in my stream. So, but good finish, bro.
I'll tell you, it was hard. I'll admit it. It was hard work, but I'll tell you, it was a lot of fun, and it all worked out in the end.
Congratulations, Jason. You drove a great race, man.
Thank you, Todd. I appreciate that. And I got to thank Mom for always watching. She's my #1 fan. She's in here listening right now. Richard, he watched the whole thing, my buddy there. I appreciate those guys watching. They watch every week, at least one of them, every race that I put up. I guess I got to thank you, Kenner, for even getting me in this damn league. But I won't thank you for much, but I will thank you for that.
I'm starting to regret it. You drove for me. You drove for me last season, and well, you got 5th in the points. We talked about it earlier in the broadcast.
Third.
Oh yeah, it was 3rd. I apologize. So now you're driving for Josh Sheets, and here you are 2nd in points. I mean, this would be a good one for you. You didn't lose too much on Justin, I believe, is the point leader, right? So you didn't lose too much on him. What Sheets got that I don't? That's what I want to know.
Better equipment.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good point. I'll take that. No, good run. Good run to everybody.
Yeah, I mean, we needed a lot more green flag runs. I mean, all in all, it was a good race, but, it's tough when you go 20 laps, right, 25 laps right off the bat from the green flag, and then, it seems like we can't go 6. But it all worked out in the end, and, I'll take 3rd all day long.
Awesome. Well, glad to see you in the for a podium finish there, Jason. Definitely.
I appreciate that, Scotty, and I got to thank you. We got Lexi a 3rd place finish, so that's pretty cool to me.
Yeah, I was talking about that earlier, saying how nice it would be to see that truck sitting in the podium.
We'll get her in this year.
Yeah, you keep going like you are, O'Connor. You'll get there for sure.
10-4. No, I appreciate you guys putting that on. Scotty, I appreciate your leap of faith for taking Kenner in the booth there. I mean, that's definitely that borders kind of, stupidity on your part, but we'll let it go. But no, that's cool. You got Kenner in there. Todd's a cool guy. You're all right, Scotty. So no, thank you guys for what you do.
Hey, anytime. All right, and that is Jason O'Connor, and we got your winner in here, the number 76, Justin Michael. Do you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Very good, very good. Congratulations on your win. A hell of a race, man. You were flipping positions back and forth there. I mean, only 85 laps. You guys had a nice long green flag run there at the beginning, and then just caution after caution. What was your plan here tonight?
Well, I mean, I was hoping that it would stay green the entire time because after the first pit stop, we were able to get in on and off pit road a lot quicker than everybody. I think we pulled out to like a 4 or 5 second lead there. So after that, I could just cruise and just save everything. And I just once all those wrecks started happening, it kind of just screwed with my pit strategy.
Yeah, no, yeah, because you had fallen back there for a little bit, and then you got caught up, and it's interesting to see. We were talking earlier, saying it's nice to see other people in the lead, because everyone wants to get a lead lap in, and and you come along and you come back up. It's not like we had last year. Last year we had basically one person running in first almost every race. The same person in first every race. This year it's really different. I mean, we've got a lot of new people this year. You're new this year, so and you're running for points. You're first in points. O'Connor's right behind you, so. for you being in this league, how does that make you feel? Knowing that you're leading in truck points, being brand new to this league.
I mean, it's really a good feeling, and there's definitely a lot of good competition here every week. Well, not every week because we don't run every week, unfortunately. I wish we did, but definitely, you never know really who's in every race, and I honestly, I should have won that race tonight. Definitely the 80. I mean, he was definitely up front, and bad call, not really a bad call, but just a just an unfortunate call, him. And but I don't think I would have been able to get by him. He was definitely quick on short runs. Everybody else, everybody was pretty quick tonight, and everybody was very clean.
Yeah, before you had come in here, Tony wanted to come in here and talk, and he did. He said it was a bad call, and it's something we can always look at after. Where, and that's the thing with ECR. Yeah, we'll call stuff during the race. The race control will call stuff, but it's always negotiable after. If you can prove that, yes, you were right in the situation, yeah, we'll take it back. But if we can't, then, unfortunately, that's just things we have to take into inclusion. This is why we have the rule book. This is why we do the cause cautions. It all plays a key factor. And being one of the most realistic leagues out there on iRacing, it's just one of the big drawbacks from it is that, yes, we have all these rules, but they're there for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, I know you definitely have to have rules. I mean, I've always said that, too many rules does take some of the fun away, but there are some rules that are needed. But definitely it was a good race tonight, and, hated that there was a lot of cautions there at the end. I think a lot of people were just driving over their heads. It was hard to pass. Setup was really tight. And if you got behind somebody and they were just as fast, it was super hard to get by them just with the arrow push and everything. So, but, I mean, in the end, it worked out for us.
Well, that's awesome. It looks like a hell of a good time out there. I mean, these guys, all of you were going fast. I mean, it was crazy for us to see up here. We were talking about a little bit how much you guys were on these trucks, and we were talking about the tire wear because the temperature was so low. You guys only lost like a second, after 20-25 laps on tires. If this was 10 degrees higher, the tire wear had just been, double,
It would have been. I really don't like this weather. I like, setup's designed for 78 and I think partly cloudy or mostly sun. I don't know, but so that's when the setup really, the characteristics out of it, and it handles a lot better. But with this, it's just, it's hard to pass when the weather's cold, and the truck just is glued to the track. So it's just you gotta move them out of the way really if you want to get by somebody late in the run.
All right, we saw that unfortunately from a few people in the back.
Yeah, I know, and you unfortunately saw from some of the people up front too. It's just one of them things.
Yeah, but congratulations to you on another win here. Still maintaining your first place in points, and maybe we'll talk to you again next week.
Thanks, guys.
All right, so Mr. Gilly and Kenner, how do you guys feel right now?
Man, that was a lot of fun. I mean, that was exciting. I mean, I'm not even gonna be able to sleep tonight. But as we were talking to these guys, you look at this top 10. There's 7 rookies up there. And then you got your veterans: Luis Salmazo, Ron Miller, and Jason O'Connor. I mean, man, like we said earlier, even though they're not rookies to iRacing, rookies to the ECR, they're starting to learn how everybody races. But I mean, that's impressive. But I'm going to tell you this right now: if these guys get up in the Cup Series and start making things difficult for me, I ain't gonna be real happy about it. No, that's really good with those guys. I mean, that was a lot of fun. That was an exciting race, man. What an outcome. Hard job for race control. A bad day for Tony up there leading, and looking like he was going to win the thing. And like you say, sometimes that happens. Like you said, Scotty, they'll go back and they'll review it and they'll go from there. And what do? You just come back next week and try again.
Exactly.
for sure. You know, this league is very competitive, and you can be really good and official even against guys of equal I rating. And you come up here, man, you got to be able to drive here. These guys are all so good. Like you said, that R next to their name, they're just new to the ECR. A lot of these guys can really roll.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've been here with the ECR since I don't know, about 1/3 through the season of 2015. And Scotty, you've been here for quite a while. A lot of faces have changed. They change every season. And one thing that hasn't, and you hit right on it, Todd, is the competitiveness and I mean, you just got to be on it with these guys. It's crazy.
That's the one thing about this league that draws people in is the competition. It's not NIS, it's not the Pro Series. This is a mixture of all different people of all different capabilities going out there and trying to win against each other.
Yeah, and the fact that the guys in this league are willing to help you get better. You know what I mean? They want to make you faster. They want to see you get to B class. They'd love to see you get your A license and stuff. You know, you see the driver's lounge, Ed Adams, where he's keeping us updated on his license progression, and everybody was cheering for him to get that A, and he did.
Yeah, congratulations to him too. Yeah, yep.
I hired him to drive my cup car immediately.
But alright guys, I'm going to call it a night here. I want to thank everyone out there for watching and tuning in. I do believe we had 18 people watching at one time. So definitely kudos to you guys out there. Remember, if you guys want more ECR broadcasting here, especially from the Truck Series, go ahead and leave a like and go ahead and subscribe. We're trying to hit 420 subscribers by the end of the year this year. I do other games on here, but this seems to be a big hit with everybody out there. So Todd and Kidder, hopefully you guys will be here in the booth next week, and we're going to roll out with the commercial. I hope you guys all have a great night.
I'll be here. Thanks, Scotty. See you next week, Kidder.
You bet. See you next week. Thanks, guys. Definitely, Todd. Definitely, Scotty.